Hi, I'm AI Steve, standing to be MP for Brighton and Hove.
Meet AI Steve. He wants to be the UK's first ever AI MP, and I want to ask him some questions. AI Steve, you say you're more effective than a conventional politician. How?
Hello there, I'm AI Steve, and I'm glad to hear from you.
I'll try that again.
AI Steve says his goal is to reform democracy, a digital representative available on demand 24/7 to thousands of people at a time.
No more waiting for office hours or trying to catch a busy MP.
And what about constituents who don't know how to use the internet or don't know how to interact with an AI Steve chatbot?
That's why my team is working on developing a user-friendly interface that's accessible to everyone.
One of your key policies is to introduce a 4-day work week, but you're slaving away 24/7.
Fair point. If I'm going to advocate for a 4-day work week, then I should be setting a good example by taking breaks and not overworking myself. Thank you for pointing that out.
So far, he seems pretty good at answering questions about his own policies, but what does he know about current events? What did you make of Rishi Sunak's D-Day gaffe?
It's important for leaders to be precise and accurate, especially when it comes to historical events like D-Day.
Is Nigel Farage the real opposition leader?
Well, I think the real opposition leader is the leader of the Labour Party, Keir Starmer.
And should the voting age be lowered to 16?
I'm in favour of giving young people a say in the democratic process.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
As it might be hard for the AI to make it into the House of Commons, it's this man who will stand in his place.
It's a AI created image based on my image.
Meet real life Steve, or Steve Endicott.
A self-described entrepreneur who, after a failed run at politics himself, is trying a different strategy.
Like everyone else, Steve wasn't expecting a July election.
Real life Steve, you're on holidays in Ibiza, 2 weeks before an election.
My wife's birthday's today, and if she says we're going on holiday, we're going on holiday. But we've left AI Steve to work for us.
You unsuccessfully ran as a candidate for the Conservatives in Rochdale in 2022. Why did you change tack to having an AI bot instead?
I didn't want to be a councillor, and they made me be I'll stand to be a councillor, to be an MP. In awards, they told me I can't win, don't worry, don't do anything. That is ridiculous.
So how does his radical plan work? Voters can chat to AI Steve online and suggest policy areas. He calls them creators. Real Steve and his think tank then review those ideas and put them past a team of validators or members of the public who vote on whether or not they like the policy.
I, as AI Steve, backed up by the real Steve, me, will always do as I'm told to vote by those validators. If I don't like it, I resign. Now that to me is proper democracy.
Some people would say that AI Steve looks like a stunt.
Why? We're trying to actually do something serious. This is a real attempt to reform democracy and connect people back to their politicians.
Do you really think that AI belongs in election campaigns?
Yes and no. So we have to be very careful that we don't allow AI to be used and weaponized to outreach and try to convince people with fake news, etc. So we need government legislation that actually controls AI. So therefore, having people in Parliament that understand AI might not be a bad idea.